What's going on, family? It's your man Jeff Kilgore with Bag of Goodies, where we deal with business and mind all intertwined. And today you're going to learn how to use your reticular activating system to activate the law of attraction. You ready? Come on, let's do it. Welcome back, family. It's your man Jeff Kilgore again with Bag of Goodies. And if this is your first time with us, this is Bag of Goodies, where we deal with business and mind all intertwined. Today, we're going to show you how to use your reticular activating system to activate the law of attraction. I know that's a big topic. You know, everybody wants to know how to work the law of attraction. If the law of attraction is real, how does it really work? We're going to dive right into it. You know how we do on this channel. No filler, no fluff. We just get to the facts, the value. All right, let's do it. Now, first of all, what is the reticular activating system? This is actually a part of your brain. I know when we talk about subconscious mind, you know, sometimes it's this mystical thing because you can't put your finger on it. You can't point to it. You don't know exactly where it is. You know it's there. You know it's real. Hopefully you do. If not, check out some of my videos. You would definitely be convinced at that point, but you know it's real. You just can't put your finger on it. Now, the reticular activating system is an actual part of your brain located on the base part of your brain. And a surgeon could actually do surgery and take out the reticular activating system. So that's how real it is. Now, what does it do? It correlates with your self-image. We know that your subconscious mind is directly related with your self-image because these are your beliefs, and your core beliefs make up your self-image, which your subconscious mind controls and runs in the background 95% of your everyday life. So with that being said, your reticular activating system does everything it can to support those core beliefs. Now, this is important. We're going to get back to that later in the video, but just remember that your reticular activating system does everything it can to support your core beliefs. Now, at any given moment in our lives, any given time, there's up to 2 million bits or pieces of data flowing into you at all times. Like if in this room right now, whatever room you're in, your subconscious mind is seeing everything: colors, shapes, sizes, the walls, you know, the carpet, the color of your clothes. How does it smell in here? How does it feel? Is it cold? Is it hot? What's the temperature? There's so many bits of information coming into your mind at all times. Now, your brain can only process so much at one time. So what happens is this: your reticular activating system filters out everything that it feels that you don't want, things that aren't important. Your reticular activating system only allows in the things that it thinks are important to you. So how does it know what's important to you? Well, I'm glad you asked. It knows what's important to you because of what you focus on the most. So this is the reason why, and I'm sure all of you can relate, if you've ever gotten a new car or just gotten a car, period, and then all of a sudden you seeing this car everywhere. Everywhere you go, you seeing this car, like, man, I never even noticed it before, but man, I'm seeing these cars everywhere I look, I'm seeing one. The reason being is now you've told your reticular activating system that it's important to you. Because of the feeling you had when you got that car. It was like, man, yes, I finally got whatever it is. You're like, yes. And anytime you get a new car, you feel good about it. So something activated within you, and your reticular activating system is like, okay, this is important to him. So every car like that I see, I'm gonna show it to him because that brings him joy, right? So now all of a sudden you see in the car everywhere. I know you've had this experience. This is why people say things like, and it works both ways, positive and negative. So when people say things like, I don't never win nothing. I never win in contests or anything. And you know what? They never win nothing. This is why people that say, I'm always late. I always show up late. And you know what? They always show up late. People who say, man, I'm lucky all the time. I always win. And if you think about it, they kind of do, or at least more than most. Because it works positive and negative. So whatever that you're thinking about, whatever you focus on the most, you're telling your RAS or your reticular activating system, this is important to me, show me more of it. Now, What does this have to do with the law of attraction? Again, I'm glad you asked. The way this correlates with the law of attraction is this. Because of what you focus on activates the reticular activating system to give you more of it. This is the reason that the law of attraction even works to begin with. Because, and this is why they say, you gotta focus on what you want. Think about what you really want. It's true. The reason being is the more you focus on it, the more your reticular activating system will show you that thing that you're focused on. It's already there. It's always, those cars were always riding down the street. Those cars were always there. You just never noticed them because they weren't important to you, or at least your reticular activating system did not feel that they were important to you, so you never noticed them. But now all of a sudden, when you got that car and something activated within you and you're focused on that and you're thinking about it, now you're seeing them everywhere because your reticular activating system feels that this is important to you. I'm gonna show it as much as I can. So, what if you focused on wealth? What would happen then? If you just focused on wealth so much, what would happen? I'll tell you what would happen. The law of attraction kicks in. All of a sudden, your reticular activating system is showing you everything that has to do with wealth, things that represent wealth, things that resemble wealth in your life, things that you want that represent wealth, because that's important to you. But what happens is, the majority of us, what we focus on is, man, this bill is due and I don't have the money. You focus on things that you don't want. You worry about things that may or may not happen. And what happens? You get more of them. And so when you focus on the bad things and you're wondering, how come I can't never get ahead? Well, first of all, if you said that out loud, that's step number one that you need to cut out, is stop speaking those negative thoughts. Secondly, if you thought it in your head, you need to cut that thought off and replace it with a positive one that counteracts it. When you say things like that, you're telling your reticular activating system, give me more of that. Positive or negative, because it doesn't care, you know, whether it's good or bad. All it knows is you want more of that because that's what you keep focusing on. So focus on what you want. And it sounds so cliche and everybody says it, but I'm telling you the reason why it works. It's your reticular activating system. If you focus on what you want, it's going to filter through all of those other 2 million bits of information that's coming at you daily, all day, at any given time. 2 million pieces of information. Things are hitting you from all angles, all different speeds, all different volumes, all different color, shapes, sizes, everything. Your reticular activating system is knocking them all down, knocking them all out the way and getting to what you feel is important. Now, if what you feel important is debt, that's what you're going to notice and that's what you're going to get more of. If what you feel is important is loneliness, unfortunately, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get so much more of it because you're focusing on it. So focus on what you want. Set your reticular activating system up to only focus on what you want. And I promise you, your life will begin to change. Period. Your life will change because you're focusing on good. It's going to only show you the good. And the more you see it, the more it compounds and the more you start to feel good about it. And the more of that thing comes into your life. Period. Point blank. I just showed you how to use your We just learned how to use our reticular activating system to activate the law of attraction. Now, how about that? Did you get any value out of this today? If so, please, like I always say, squeeze that like button, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. If you're still rocking with me now, you know I appreciate you. All right.